Guys, I thought I would jump on just a tad early here. I got to fix something. I don't know what's up with some of these things. So let's see here. What all can we find on here? How are we? Did we have a good day? I'm just messing around with some stuff. So excuse me here for making things look all weird. There we go. Won't let me change that. So, all right then. No, we didn't. And so. What? Why? I slept like shit. And I worked all day. But it still was a good day. So, just so you guys know, I have so much stuff to catch up on. I have about, at this point, over 1,000 emails and messages to catch up on. So I want you guys to know I am working through them. If you're waiting on stuff from me, I am getting it out. I have a couple people helping me this week get shit done because, oh, there's 113 people in here. Maybe I should let you guys in on a little secret. So, would you like to hear a little secret? This is why it's a good day, okay? So, as you guys know, will be headed to New Orleans on Thursday. Not only do I have a few places to look at as far as apartments go to stay there, I have 2 shops to look at too. Two. So, if you guys would like to be a part of the New Orleans shop, there's a link on my link tree. You can donate. Everybody that donates gets a goodie. Like, don't just think I'm like, hey, give me money. You guys get goodies. You know how I am. Too many goodies. But I'm super stoked. So I will be down there this weekend. Guess what? Would you guys like to hear another secret? I may or may not have a ton of massive, gorgeous spheres coming in that I'll have with me at some events this year. Some smoky quartz, some iolite. All the things and the stuff. So those of you guys that come to the Tulsa show on the 16th, y'all will get first pick of the goodies that I bring back from New Orleans and from my travels. And in Chicago, I will have some amazing pieces. Just saying. I'm just saying. So, all right. Are you guys ready? So tonight, I do have a list already. I have 10 people on my prepaid list because for some reason there were 2 prepaids. So I have 10 people on my list already. And I only opened up about another 10 spots. If you guys would like to get on my list tonight, I am doing mediumship reads tonight. If you guys have never watched me on Sundays, I kind of rotate back and forth between cards and mediumship reads. But tonight, let's talk to some dead people. Yeah? I have a bunch of really badass candles going over there. I have some cool music going in the background. And I have a list already. So, and we can chit chat about things and stuff and things if you guys would like. All right. So on my list, first of all, I have Ashley Reich. I know I'm saying your last name wrong, and you can totally spiritually smack me if you want. And then I have Jessica Ormanovich, Nani, Lorianne Brown, Lauren Dineline, Cassie Brokaw, Sammy Stewart, Victoria Foss, Julie Tibbs, and Catherine Mizell. That's my first part of my list. Oh my God, with the corgi butts already. With the corgi butts. So, just so you guys know, any gifts that I get here on any of my lives go into the New Orleans Fund, just so you know. So, alrighty. So I have quit doing Cash App right now because I have spent 3 days in the past week and a half going through my Cash App records over the last year because they don't just print you out something cool for taxes. I've lost 3 days of my life to going through pages and pages and pages of them, and it's kind of a pain in the booty. So yes. So all of my social media is the Blue Bodhi. There are tons of imposters, and let's address this really quick. So I've been getting a lot of messages lately about the imposters, messaging you guys. And I know that sometimes you think it's me because they have my face. They have my videos, and if you guys look really carefully on their videos, it'll even have my stuff on the side. Like, you can tell it's stolen. But just know, guys, that I will not ever message you and ask you to give you a reading. Any professional reader won't do that. We just don't have time. We just don't have time. And that's not the way professional readers roll. Professional readers roll. Words. So yeah. So just know that, guys. If anybody reaches out to you and says, hey, I want to give you a reading, unless it's free, don't send them money and don't send them your information, okay? It should not already be sold out. If you go to the link on my link tree, let me make sure it works, because now I'm wondering, Ashley. Yeah, they use my picture, they use my videos, they use everything, and it's really, really irritating. It's really irritating. So, it says there's still spots open, that there's still... It looks like there's still a few spots open. So, I only have 2 accounts, guys. This one and the Blue Bodhi 2, and it's TOO, like the Blue Bodhi also. So, yeah, okay? So, Miss Ashley, thank you, love. I'm so glad I looked up just in time to see that. Let's get on it, yeah? I was going to say something else, and it totally went out of my brain. So, don't forget, guys, if you want a spot at one of the shamanic retreats, make sure that you RSVP for them. And yes, you can totally pay it out. You don't have to flop money all down right then. Woo! So, Ashley, right off the bat, so this is a guy, and oh my God, he has like such a heavy presence. Okay. He has such a heavy presence. Because whenever he kind of came in, like with the first card flip, he came in, and it's like super pressure on my head. So, and what's interesting are the cards he pulled are, they're kind of interesting in that they are very oppressive is the word that keeps coming to mind. So, guys, whenever I'm doing card readings and stuff, I will have my Cash App up. I just don't for these because it automatically populates my list for me, and I'm kind of cheating. So, but yes, I will have Cash App up for some of those, I promise. Okay, so with him in general, I don't feel like he was the nicest person when he was here, Ashley. Not only do I feel like he wasn't the nicest person, he kind of was an ass. Because the cards that he pulled talk about A, not being super nice, and B, kind of making it all about him a lot. They also talk about, man. So, I'm going to ask a couple questions, and I just want like yes or no answers, and I'll watch for your thing on here. And I know that sometimes the thing keeps going so fast, but I don't understand what's up with the head thing here. So what I'm curious about is any of this ringing a bell with you so far? And second, what's up with the head? Like, here, I'm waiting to see the yes or no on that. If you know who this might be so far. He's a very, very tall guy. He's got big, humongous shoulders. Because I get this big, like, boom presence. So, okay, good. So the head thing, what I don't understand is when he came in, it was like this huge kind of oppressive feel, but then it shifted to just here. And it's not like we've got storms rolling in, so I'm having to really dictate, is this like headache or is this actually what they're making me feel? But it's just weird. It's just here. Does that make sense? So did he, okay, the personality maybe, because what he's doing is like this to me. You know what I mean? Like when somebody is like really trying to, like he's pulling his shoulders up and squaring at me like that. So what's interesting is the head. I don't know, because when I mention it, it stops. So that's how I know it's not me. But when I mentioned it, it stops and it's right here. So I don't understand that. And I don't know if you do or not. And then I almost feel like I can't take a breath. So I don't understand that either. Okay. So there's the head thing again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's got the head thing going on again. Like here. Okay. So does that make sense? The head? Does it make sense? So guys, I'm going to start, when I ask questions, I just want yes or no. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want you to give me any information, just yes or no. So does the head thing make sense? Because it's really weird. Okay, thank you. He had started showing me something, this weird color of blue. And okay, so what I smelled, he showed me something that's like, I assume it's some kind of metallic color because it was like blue, but when you turn it sideways, it's almost metallic, like a turquoisey green, I guess. But I just saw a flash of it. And then I smelled, I don't know if it's grease or if it's oil or what, but it's some kind of, so my dad has always had a machine shop, and so that's the smell I associate with his machine shop, is because it's like that oily grease smell. To me, it smells good just because I grew up with this huge machine shop. So to me, it smells good, but he made me smell that as well. And so I don't know, but the blue, the color just flashed like that, and then the smell came in, and that was gone like that too. So I don't know if that resonates with you as well. And then he just showed me something about this size, maybe a little smaller. I want to say it's a pendant. I don't know, but it's gold, something, or yellow. I don't know. It's like this. Thank you for the corgi butt. I couldn't get the corgi on my wish list up there. But the diesel smell. Okay. So that makes sense too. Okay. Gotcha. So what's up with this? It's a pendant. Like he showed it to me. I want to say the size of like a silver dollar. You know what I mean? Like about like this, but it's either yellow or it's gold. I don't know. He dangled it like this in front of me and then was gone. Okay. I don't know. It's really bright colored. Okay. So that's why I said it's either gold or yellow. I don't know what that is. But it was weird because he only dangled it like in this side of my vision and it was gone. So does the color make sense? The blue, or does that resonate? The blue, because it literally, so I don't know if this is like something on a motorcycle or I don't know, but it was like, it's a gorgeous paint job. Like whoever did this paint job is fantastic because it was like this beautiful deep blue. And then when you kind of turned it in the light a little bit and it caught the metallic, it was turquoise. But it just was a flash. So okay, so I'm just going to tell you what he's showing me because it's weird and it's just hodgepodge, like a mix of stuff like this. So first there was a recliner, and then I assume that they're work pants, they're dark jeans or Dickies or something. And then I see the recliner again. Okay. He keeps showing me this recliner and then these work pants. I don't understand. So that's why I'm just like telling you what I'm seeing. Because the other thing that's interesting about it is it's almost like it's very discombobulated. So I'm not sure I don't think he understands yet quite how to communicate completely, if that makes sense. Because it's weird, choppy things that he's showing me. And it's like, I know something you don't know. That's what I feel. Like, you know how little kids do that? Like, I know something you don't know. Like, that's how I feel from him. It's really funny. So, is there something that was left? Okay, that's not the right way to ask that. I was going to say something left unsaid, but it's almost like there's something that the recliner makes sense. Okay, good. Because they showed it to me twice, and so I was like, okay. I don't understand this feeling. It's like a joke, kind of. Because it's like it's tickling him that he knows something that you guys don't know. So here's what's the joke, that I know something you don't know, or the kind of discombobulated. Thank you, love. Okay. Because I was like, I don't know the joke. Okay, good. Because I mean, it's making me want to giggle about it, because it's like, even though I'm kind of hearing it come in here, it's really funny. And I don't know what it is, but it's making me want to giggle, because I feel like I should know it. I don't know why. Okay. All right. So here's the thing, like, there's not much more to it than that. Like, he's just showing me choppy things, like discombobulated, like chop, like little short snippets of things. Okay. All right. Was it just between the two of you? Because, okay. In him showing me those little things like that, there's nothing there that's message-like, if that makes sense. It's more like confirmation, and now he's showing, okay, I love that when I start to talk and say, like, okay, this is blah, 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 and then they show me something else. I'm like, son of a bitch, like, let me finish one sentence before I get to another. But he just showed me this weird little gray table. Well, I say gray. It looks gray to me, but it's a little square. I don't know if it's a nightstand or if it's I don't understand what it is. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. So I don't know if that resonates with you or not. He showed me this little gray, it's almost like a pillar table or something. I don't know. But what I was going to say is, it's not like, it's confirmation. And it's like, what the hell? Now he's showing me the recliner again, and he's like, there's something about his knee. Like, he keeps, I don't understand. He keeps showing me something about his left knee, but it's not hurt. It's like, I don't understand. It's almost like if you had a little kid sitting on your leg, you know, and you like would bounce your knee, and the kid would bounce and go, like, that's kind of what I feel. 'Cause it's not hurt. At least I don't think so, but he just keeps showing me his left knee. I don't understand. And it's comical to him. So what's, he's really, really funny. Like, he's pretty funny, but he's showing me the layout of a house. Living room, kitchen, or dining room, something. There's an entryway here. And then there's something here, like hallway. Okay. Have you... Okay, so here's what I want yes or no answers to before I say other things. So, I'm curious if you've had things moving, or it's almost like a shadow in and around the hallway. Not like something scary. It's just like out of the corner of your eye, you turn and there's nothing there. Karen, I found yours, love. Yeah, you're on the list, honey. So I'm waiting to see if you understand what I'm talking about with him, with this shadow or whatever's going on. Because it's almost like playing hide and seek. Okay. It's literally like playing hide and seek. Like that's what I keep feeling. It's like popping out and around the corner, and it's hide and seek. So I don't know what this agreement is that y'all had, but it's really really funny. It's really, really funny. So I'm not sure what this agreement is, but it's really cute. He's playing hide and seek with you. He's still figuring things out. So give him a little bit of time before it's more obvious. But yeah, he's... I don't understand. Do you understand the hallway thing? Because I keep seeing like the corner of a hallway right here to my right, and I see like the shadow and it pops back. Like I keep seeing the hallway, and I keep seeing like being able to look into a dining room or something right here. Kitchen, dining room, something. It's much lighter in there than it is here where I'm at. So I'm waiting to see if that, like what that is, if that resonates with you. So does the hallway and the kitchen, the dining room make sense? Because those are the two places he's showing me. The hallway, and for some reason it keeps, okay, the hallway keeps being here and the kitchen keeps being here. So whatever this is, where I'm at, where I'm looking into the kitchen this way, that's where he is mostly. So I don't know if there's something of his in there, or if that's where he used to be all the time, or what. That's where he is mostly. I don't know if this is your living room or the living, I don't know. It feels like a living room, family room, something like that. But that's where he's at most of the time. So, yeah. Give him just a little bit. He's still figuring things out. And here's the thing. When he figures them out a little better, expect a lot of moving things, a lot of missing things, a lot of jokes, a lot of lights flickering. I mean, like, you probably ought to expect the gamut of things, because he's already figured out how to manipulate a few things energetically, like electricity and stuff. And I'm just letting you know, it's going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be a free-for-all. So, yeah. Yeah. It's really funny. It's really funny. Yeah, guys, if you could just kind of hang out just a little bit, because I'm trying to watch for Ashley's messages. Okay, good. So just know that it's going to get funny. And I think at first, here's the thing. So a lot of times when they figure out how to manipulate stuff and how to move things and how to turn on and off lights and stuff, it does get a little scary. So you might just kind of, I don't know how, if you can tell the people in your house, like, hey, just letting you know, this might pick up a little bit, but it's going to pick up a lot, and I don't want it to scare anybody, and I don't think he does either. So if it happens and it does start kind of scaring people, he may back off. But yeah, there's not a real message there. It's just, I'm here. It's a confirmation. I'm here. So he didn't spend very long. Is this the person you were thinking of that just passed away? Because if so, he didn't spend very long. He will probably be in and out is what I would expect, because we all have stuff that we have to be kind of debriefed on when we pass away. And it's stuff that we go back and forth. I mean, because we still check on the people that we love. So, okay. In and out as in like a lot of activity for a week or two, and then nothing for a week or two, like that. So like here constantly and then dealing with what he has to deal with. And then here and then dealing with what he has. Does that, you know what I mean? Kind of like he's at home and then going to work. And then at home and then going to work. Like that's kind of how I would equate it. Because there are things that you have to learn, that you have to go through and deal with when you're there. So yeah. Did that make better sense when I said in and out? So you may have weeks, you know, at a time or whatever, a week or two at a time when there's so much activity that it's almost overwhelming and you're like, look, stop. Like, I just want to take a shower. I just want to sleep, whatever. And then times like, hey, I didn't mean totally stop. But it's not that he's not coming back. It's just that it's literally like going to work and coming back. So, okay. Yes, ask a question. What's up? And while you're typing your question, I'm going to send the rest of my list to my mods so they have it. So there should actually still be some spots left. I don't know if people have them in their carts or whatever. Is it okay to go through his stuff and pass along? Absolutely. Look for whatever this pendant is, because he just showed me the pendant again. I assume it's a pendant. I don't know. Like I said, it's about this big, and it's either gold or bright yellow. Like it's a bright gold. Apparently that's yours. That's for you. I don't know. It's something special, but he keeps showing it to me. So, oh, okay. Let me go in and fix it then. Yeah, just look for whatever that is. Just look for whatever that is. But he, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, love. Because what's funny is whenever I said your question out loud, it was like this resounding like yes. Like yes. And then it was also sad. So, yeah. So it was also sad. Not sad that sad that he's losing his stuff, but sad that you have to do that. Do you have somebody to help you? Okay. Well, so yeah, there's just people that have it in their cart or whatever. So yeah. But yep, the list is closed for this evening, guys. All right. So let me get on here and I'm going to send this list to my mods real quick so they will have it. Hey, Derek, how are you, love? All right. So if you guys didn't hear me talk about where I will be this weekend, what I will be doing there this weekend, I will be in New Orleans. If you guys are in and around New Orleans, I don't know if I'll have time this weekend, but I will be around a lot. So yeah. All right. I hope that helped, Ashley. I hope that helped. And if you can, find somebody to help you do that, because it feels like a very heavy thing to, well, I know personally that it's a very heavy thing to do. So if you have somebody that's willing to help you do that, especially somebody that's not super close family-wise, maybe a friend of yours or something like that, that's exactly what I would do. Okay? That's exactly what I would do. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're so welcome. All right, Miss Jessica. Hey, guys. How are we? So, for those of you guys waiting on things from me, just know I will have everything out tomorrow. If you guys are waiting on aura drawings, I know that they haven't got sent out in a couple weeks. And just know that you're getting goodies with them, because I didn't know they hadn't been sent out. So, thank you, Miss Leanne. Ooh, she wants to throw a lot of cards at me. Okay. All right, then. Okay. I love you, Derek. All right, so Miss Jessica, sorry, I almost said Julie. Miss Jessica. This lady is she's a little interesting. Because, like, right off the bat, she has some very interesting cards, and she wanted to throw a fuck ton of cards at me, too. But she first wanted to show me, like, this beautiful, deep, dark hair. And then dancing. And then, and when I say dancing, we're not talking about line dancing. Literally just, like, always swaying back and forth and dancing around and doing little happy dances and things like that. But while I get the feeling that it's like being around people and being in front of people, she was very, very happy and upfront and playful and so on. She kept a lot of things hidden. She's like almost like two different people, because when she's by herself, when she was by herself, it's like she's a totally different person. When she's with, like, very close family, very close friends, totally different person. But you had to be a super close friend to be able to see those things. Like, she really kept on a good face. So to me, that signifies depression or bipolar or something like that, because it's just two completely different people. Like, putting on that mask and then being completely introspective and just kind of like, okay. Well, that's interesting, because that's who popped up here. All right. Well, let me do something different. Because I've had a few people that have been able to hijack readings, and so I'm not about that. So let me do this a little different. So these are prepaid readings, guys. I have a prepaid list every week of 5. This week, for some reason, it was 10. There were 2 different events. And then I open up some other tickets for you guys. All right, that's a little better. Okay. All right. Miss Jessica, you ready? It is a mala. I've had this one for a while. It has been some very interesting places. And has some very interesting people hold it, I guess I should say. All right, girl. So okay, this one right here is interesting. So let me just say what I'm seeing, and that way you just tell me yes or no, okay? Or seeing, feeling, whatever. So with this one, it's like very big, crazy, alpha male, man, masculine, in your face energy. But at the same time, there's like, so here's what he showed me. It's like this, if he was a figurine and he stood about this tall, right? This is the prime of his life, this figurine. And it stayed about like this, and all of a sudden it was like this, and then like that. It's like super drop, super drop. Everybody kind of declines as you get older, but this was like boom, boom. And that first drop, that first decline was like horrendously hard for him. Okay, so he makes me feel something really weird here. It's almost like I'm about to have a nosebleed, but I'm not. It's weird. It spreads all the way back. So that's so weird. So he showed me a flash of like a white shirt, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of white shirt. It's not like a t-shirt. It's, I can't tell if it's a polo shirt or if it's a work shirt, like like a collared shirt, like a dress shirt. And then he showed me a ball cap. It's like blue with a red bill. So he keeps showing me this figurine. And he's like pointing to it. So, okay, so let's concentrate on the figurine because he's like pointing like specifically to this figurine. Okay, so I'm curious because the way that he shows me this first part, you know, where I was talking about figurine like this and then boom, boom. He was very, very proud of this. So there's a lot of strength and there's a lot of protection and there's a lot of, it's funny when I said protection, he showed me this big wall. So I'm curious because it almost feels like somebody that was either in the military or an officer or something like that. Because he's just very, very huge protective wall. It's funny, every time I say protective, he shows me this huge gray wall. It's really funny. So he shows me here like all this authority, like in your face authority kind of stuff, and then letting go of control when he was home. So what's funny is, while he puts out this huge air of protective and power and like I'm the boss and stuff, like he is absolutely a softie at home. It's really funny. And then he made me really dizzy when I was talking about that because I was thinking back to what this means because it was the weirdest feeling. It was the weirdest feeling. Literally felt like I was going to have a nosebleed. So, okay. He's also showing me about being very set in his ways and not wanting to change things very much. But there's something specific with him. And I don't understand this, so just say yes or no, I guess. With him in particular, I don't understand the reconciliation, like making amends. It's almost like I feel like he may have done it with a couple of people right before he passed away and he didn't get to with somebody else. There's somebody he didn't get to talk to. He didn't get to fix things with. Because I think he knew he was going to pass away. In a weird way. Like he just knew. So he just showed me the white shirt again. And I have a feeling it's a polo shirt. Because it doesn't seem like a long sleeve shirt. So. So does any of this make sense to you, Jessica? Well, love, all of my readings, especially on Sundays, are done like through tickets through my website, honey. You're not quite sure yet? Okay. So, I don't understand the shirt because he showed it to me again. And the ball cap. He showed me the ball cap again. So I don't know if those make sense at all. And because when he's showing me the shirt, he's just showing me the shirt. And then he's just showing me the ball cap on top of, like somebody would be wearing the shirt, but I can't see them. And then I see the ball cap, like somebody's wearing it, but I can't see them either. But they're two very specific clothing items. And so I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't understand that. So that's why I was asking if it resonated with you. Is there somebody around you that wears a cap like that? Because he's very specific on the cap. It's blue with a red bill. And I don't know if the back of it's white or what. I can't see the back of it. I just see like the front part, and it's a real deep, like dark blue. And then this is red. And he just made me feel that again up in the nose. So usually when I feel something like that, that's something with breathing, because it's really weird. It's almost like I'm afraid to breathe out of my nose because I'm afraid my nose is going to bleed, and I don't understand that aspect. And that's the weirdest feeling, and I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Woo! First Sean. He's not. And then there's the dizziness again. Okay. So I don't know. Okay, so let me ask you this. So with the men around you that have passed away, you know how they've passed away, yes? Because I'm going to ask you a few questions, just yes or no, because the way he's making me feel. Okay. So the way he's making me feel, it's like a weird pressure. To me, that usually signifies something with the head, whether it's a stroke, whether it's an aneurysm, whether it's just something neurological. It's something up here, because the way he's making me feel with weird things, and with the pressure, with the nosebleed and the nosebleed feel, and then with the dizziness, that to me signifies something neurological. So does that make sense? He just showed me a tricycle. So he just showed me a tricycle, like one of the old school ones that's bright red with the white handles. And then he showed me one of the, it's like the old toy metal cars from the 50s that like a kid could actually sit in and pedal. But it's like an old one. Okay. I don't understand that. Do you understand the tricycle or the car? It's one of the metal ones from like the 50s, 40s or 50s. I would say 50s, 60s maybe. I don't know. I can't remember what era they're from, but it's like now the kids have like the Power Wheels. This was kind of the precursor to the Power Wheels, but it was metal. They're like super collectible. Kind of like the radio flyers, yeah. But this is the car. It's not the wagon. So here's my question, Jessica, because I saw that you said that, okay. So I know you said that there wasn't anybody with like the neurological issues. When this person passed away, it could have been that he had these as a side effect. So what I'm curious about, he showed me the white shirt again. I don't understand. He showed me the white shirt again. It's like I keep coming back to that and I don't understand. It's almost like he's irritated about it. So I don't know if somebody was trying to bury him in that, in a white shirt, or because when he shows it to me, it's like kind of shaking it at me, like kind of angrily a little bit. And there's like nothing around him, like it's black all around him. So I don't know if there was a discrepancy on what to put him in, or like an argument about it, but he wasn't happy about that. So I'm curious if that makes sense to you, because it's kind of funny to me. Like he literally shakes it at me. Yes, Witchy, this is for a specific person. So I'm waiting to see Miss Julie's answer there. Okay. It's just weird because he's showing me like very specific things. Okay. And there's the tricycle in the car again. So, gotcha, Haley. With that car, yeah, well, he was showing me the pedal car again. But now, okay, hang on. So when you said, wait, what kind of car? Maybe this makes sense to you. I don't know. He showed me, it's almost like, I can't remember the body style or whatever they are, but they kind of have a rounded roof. So I don't know if this is an older car or a hot rod. It's got like a rounded top, it's got a rounded top. And I get the feeling it's a darker color, but I want to say maroon. But he keeps showing me the top, the hood, or not the hood, the roof that's rounded. I have a feeling he super appreciates antiques. Because the things he's showing me are vintage. They're antiques. They're worth a lot of money now. Things like that. Like he keeps showing me all these really weird, interesting things. So I don't know if that makes more sense. Because I'm paying attention to the things he's showing me. The specific things he's showing me. It almost makes me feel like he collected different things. Not cars, obviously, but like he just collected things. He really appreciated vintage things. Okay. So here's kind of a weird question, okay? Because just because these things are so specific and because they're very choppy. But the thing is, no, you're fine, love. You're fine. The thing is, I don't feel like he communicates that great. Because usually, so usually when they show me something, I can kind of look at it a little deeper. I can kind of get more of a color. Or when I'm talking about it, they show me more or they make me feel something. But with him, it's not like Ashley's where he was just showing me choppy things. With his, they're like one specific thing and he's stuck on it. And then one specific thing and he's stuck on it. And it's just like this, back and forth. So it makes me wonder, with him, I get the feeling that he's been gone a while. And he's trying to remember how to communicate. So not only does that make me think that he's been gone a while, but I don't think he's been a big communicator since he's been gone. Because it's more like just watching. And actually, I have a feeling that in being gone, he hasn't popped around for a while. So I don't know. I don't understand that either. Because there's literally, it's like when I try to look at his timeline, kind of what he shows me, it's like there's not really a lot of communication. It's kind of sporadic. He mostly is just there. And then it's like this really wide gap of not hearing, not seeing, not like nothing. And then a little bit, and then a little gap, and then a little bit. So he's not a good communicator at all. He's not a good communicator at all. And I get the feeling he probably wasn't a good communicator when he was alive either. Just because of some of the things here in front of me. But, woo! And I keep coming back to the reconciliation back here. Because I don't think that, I don't think he got to everybody he wanted to get to. I would be curious to know about this fucking hat, because he just showed me the hat again and I don't get it. It's like a brand new ball cap and it's blue with a red bill. I don't understand. So I would ask if somebody just bought a hat like that. If you know, if there's a guy around you that wears hats, and see if that rings a bell, because he keeps showing me this hat and I don't get it. So, okay. Has he been around? Because he doesn't communicate very well at all. He's really stubborn. And it's like he keeps shoving these same things in front of my face, even though I'm like, I don't understand. Like, she doesn't understand. I don't understand. He's just stubborn. He's just really stubborn. He's just really stubborn. So, was he in the military? Okay. Okay. I would ask about, 3, he's making me work. He's making me work. I would ask about the shirt. He's not showing it to me anymore, but I would ask about the shirt. But yeah, a lot of times the cooks then wore a white shirt with a collar. Do you have any pictures of him from his time in the military? Or does anybody have pictures of him from his time in the military? Because I'd be curious if you have a picture of him in a short sleeve white shirt. Okay. I would look and see if, because that's what he was showing me, was it's not a normal polo shirt like we would think of, but it's not a dress shirt. But that makes a lot of sense because it's short sleeve, whatever it is, it's short sleeve. I would ask to see a picture, but I'm curious about this fucking hat. I'm curious about this hat. And here's what I'd also be curious about is if he ever owned a car that had that rounded roof like that. Because he really was impressed with that roof. Like, he loved it. He thought it was really cool. So, I don't know if he owned a car like that. If he had a 57 or a 56 Chevy. But, okay. Yeah, because, like, he's really stubborn. And he's just showing me those things over and over. Did you have a tricycle at his house? Or one of those pedal cars? Or both? Because he showed me both. And then I'm curious, too. Were you guys very close? Okay. Yeah, I would totally ask about, I would look, see if she has a picture of him in his uniform. Or what he wore on a daily basis, I guess, because I'm sure that they probably had different things that they wore than regular military. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I would ask to see a picture. I would ask to see a picture. And then ask about the hat, because he kept showing me those two things. Like, he doesn't want to show me his face. He doesn't want to show me anything like that. But it was really interesting too, and that might make a lot of sense. It may not make sense to you, but it may make sense to somebody else, because like he showed me the big statue, big strong statue of him, and then it was like whoop, whoop. So it was almost like illness or something really quickly, and then okay for a little bit, and then bam, not okay. So I don't know if he, yeah. So that signifies to me like being okay, and then suddenly having something happen, and then something happen. So gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I would ask. I would get a picture of him and see what you can see. Hey, gal. So yeah, I would get a picture and see what you can see, because I have a feeling that that's what the white shirt is. But he's a little stubborn. Not gonna lie, he's a little stubborn. He's a little stubborn. And sometimes the message isn't so much for you as it is for somebody else. So it just may be that you need to ask her, because she feels like he's not around. And in getting that message, it's like, oh, he is around. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't want to show me much at all beside those two things. Well, he doesn't want to show me anything at all beside those two things. I guess I should say it that way. So it may be for her. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would ask about a picture of him. Okay. Remarried. Gotcha. Okay. She may not want to hear from him then. Thank you, love. Miss Nani, are you here? So I have Nani, Lorianne Brown, Lauren. He made me work. Thank you, Rob Love. Aw, good, good. He made me work. He made me work. All right. Thank you, Karen Love. So, Miss Nani, is that you? So I have Nani Carvalho. You're welcome, sweetheart. I wish that he would have showed me some more than just those few things, but yeah. Sometimes they want to bombard me with shit like this one, and other times they don't want to talk at all. They're like, no, here's two things. So, gotcha. Okay, sorry. So, all right, love. I'm so sorry. So, this one here is bombarding me with information. Like, oh, good. Okay. Well, I say bombarding me. Super. Okay. So it's funny, as I started to talk about, like, he pulled out all of these really masculine cards, okay? But as soon as I started to open my mouth to say that, it's like I'm in, I want to say a forest, but it's different. The trees are really, really tall, and when I'm looking up, I can see blue sky patches through them, and it's just an absolutely beautiful day. And I'm just looking at how beautiful the trees are, and how green it is, and how blue the sky is. And I wish I knew where I was at. Like, it's really, really beautiful. It's really beautiful. But it's not like the side of a mountain or anything like that. This is something It's flat. So I don't know, the trees look disproportionately tall to me. I know they're not, but they just look disproportionately tall to me. So what I'm curious, I feel like you should know this place because I'm standing there. I'm just standing there looking up at the trees. So Nani, I don't know. Am I saying it right? Is it Nani? If I'm saying it wrong, let me know because I don't want to murder your name. Yeah, I feel like you should know where this is because he just keeps showing it to me. I almost feel like I'm laying on the ground looking up at the trees because I feel like it's that disproportionate. Okay. So yes, that makes sense, or yes, I'm saying it right. Hi, Jacob. Because he's showing me a lot. There's a lot of very masculine cards there. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, which one was the yes for? There's a lot of very, very masculine cards here, and there's a lot of kind of hard-ass cards here. I'm just going to say it that way. Having a really strong sense of right and wrong, having a really strong sense of justice, of moving forwards, of always like being... Okay, so it's almost like workaholic, worked until he dropped almost every damn day. He didn't show a lot of love either. Like, you knew that he cared about you, but he didn't really come out and he wasn't the mushy, like, I love you. He just showed me like a red... I thought it was a car at first, but I have a feeling it's a truck. But it went by really fast. Okay. And he's showing me really, really dark, like almost black hair. So I get the feeling that when it kind of feathers like this. He's showing me himself when he was probably about 23, 24, 25 years old. So he's not really a tall guy. Okay. So just let me know, just yes or no if this is resonating with you, Nani, because it's like when I said, okay, he's not a tall guy and he was showing me himself when he was, in his mid-20s. I saw him like morph kind of through being older. And he's very, very proud of what he did. Like, he's very proud work-wise. He did not, I get the feeling he did not take days off. If he was sick, he was still working. Like, he's very proud of always busting his ass. Like, working and busting his ass. I think he bitched about it a lot, but he was very proud of that. But the trees I don't understand still. And it's like I see them back here and everything else is on top of it that he's showing me. The trees are still there. So with him in particular, I get the feeling that he was much older than you. So I am going to assume... Okay, I'm not going to assume. Let me say it differently. It's like he is... I don't know if this is grandpa, uncle, what, but he's taking you places. Okay. Because I was trying to figure out what I'm seeing. It's like on his shoulders, walking around, and then holding his hand, walking around. And still with the trees. Okay. So when he was showing me you holding his hand and walking around, it's on a like gray stone path. And I'm trying to see how, because the path looks like it's pretty large, so I'm trying to see if it's actually a path or if it's someplace like a mall or something like that. I don't see anything above it though, so it's not like enclosed. But I would bet the kiddo holding his hand is probably about 6. 5 or 6. He keeps showing me something white, but I can't make out what it is. It's almost like it's white with black edges. Like little bitty thin black edges. I don't understand if this is a shirt with like the collar had the black edges on it. I don't know what it is, but he's showing me like that. Okay, so I just want to know, because you said that some of this was resonating with you. Did he speak English? Because I don't feel like he either doesn't speak it or he doesn't understand it very well. Because I'm having a hard time understanding. Okay. He's just showing me all these weird things that I don't understand. Broken English. Okay. 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 So English is not his first language. That's kind of what I was getting at. Okay. I suddenly heard the word empanadas, and I don't know why. And now I want empanadas. Thanks a lot. Okay, I still don't understand the trees. So, do you know where he was from? Because obviously this place with the trees is important. Like it's, like I said, it's like a layer. You know what I mean? Like, I see the trees, and then I see these other things he's showing me. So did he ever talk to you about where he was from? Did you guys talk about it? Okay. So you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Because that's really important to him. It's really important to him. So were the trees really tall? Or did he just lay down? It's weird. It's almost, I feel like I'm laying down looking up at the trees. Because they are super tall. What he's showing me, they are super tall. And was this his? Okay. Okay. So that makes sense then, because like this is a happy place for him. This trees, like laying there looking up at these trees is a happy place. Okay. Okay. Good. That's what I wanted to know. Like, does that make sense? Because when he's showing it to me and I'm sitting there and I'm looking up at the trees, it's like the most relaxed, peaceful feeling I've felt in a long time. Like, I just want to sit there in that feeling and in that, yeah, it's fantastic. It's really beautiful. It is really beautiful. So what's up with the food? Because I keep smelling food and it smells delicious and I haven't eaten dinner yet and it's not nice. But I keep smelling food. In fact, So at first it was almost like something fried that has lettuce and stuff either on it or in it. And then it was almost like a fry bread type or something that's got powdered sugar on it. Yeah, I don't know what the food is, but it's a lot of food. So did he like to eat? And I don't mean just like everybody likes to eat, but I mean like he had things that were his just absolute favorite that he would eat all the time. Or he was always eating just certain things. Like that's what he wanted to eat all the time. So you kind of know who this is then. Okay. The food was just interesting because it was just a few things over and over and over. Okay. Okay. I'm glad you know who this is. Is there something specific that you are wanting from him? He's very matter of fact. Because as soon as I said, so you know who this is, he said, yes, I do. It's like, it's kind of like, well, what do you want? It's awesome. Like, I'm not complaining at all, but I love it. I love it. So who is this? Because it was really funny. It made me laugh when he was like, okay, well, what do you want? So is he very matter of fact like that? Because it was kind of comical, I'm not gonna lie. And here's what's funny. It's like when I said, when I was kind of giggling about that, woo, what I kind of heard was, okay, good. Was he very kind of firm, matter of fact like that? Because when I said, what do you want? Like, kind of what do you want? He said, I'm working. I'm busy. I'm working. So he's still working. Which then makes me wonder. Okay, so with the pine trees, with the things like that, are you still around where he used to work? Or something? He's still working. Like that's what I keep hearing. I'm working. It's really funny. I'm working. He's there. He's just so whenever I say he's working, it's not like he's still doing his job that he used to do. Are you guys kind of going through some hard shit like this? Like right now, going through some hard shit? Because I get the feeling he's fixing something for someone. He's doing whatever he can. Like he's really busting his ass and working really hard to fix something for someone. And then I want to know where these trees are. Well, maybe if it's not you, maybe it's another family member, but he's like, so a lot of times when they're working and they're trying to do stuff for us, and what's funny is with him, when he was like, I'm working, and then I'm like looking down and fiddling with something. So it makes me think he's putting a lot of parts together. That's why I asked if you guys were going through like some hard times or something like that. Okay. He's working to fix something right now. In Portugal? Okay. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm going to look it up later. Because I want to see these trees again. They're beautiful. Oh, he's really sweet. Because I said I want to see the trees again, and boom, they pop right back up into my mind. Like, he's really happy to share that with me. Yeah, I can't wait to look at that here in a little bit. So, okay, got ya. Well, he's doing a whole bunch of putting all these little tiny intricate pieces together. is what I see him doing. Like he's showing me. It's all these little tiny intricate pieces together to fix something for someone. Like behind the scenes, spiritually, like what he can manipulate, fixing something. But it's all these little tiny filaments he's weaving together, he's putting together. So what I would say is, whatever, if it's you guys, or if it's somebody else in your family, just be patient. Just kind of hold your head up and keep breathing, because like he's literally fixing these little bitty things. Okay. He's really sweet. In a very hard kind of way. I really like him. I really like him. I really like him. That made me kind of want to cry when I said that. I really like him. He has a very, very good soul. He has a very good soul. So I'm glad that he popped through for you. And just know that when I get done with this, he's around all the time, but he's working. Like, that's what I literally heard. I'm working. I'm working. So he's just not the type. He feels like he still needs to protect something with you or with the people around you. He just still, yeah, he feels like he's still working. He's still protecting. He's still providing. He's just not a huge, like, in-your-face communicator. But, yeah. He's there. He's there all the time. He's just working. He's just working. So yeah. He doesn't leave. He said, I don't leave. So, yeah. So what he just showed me was, I don't know if it's a bedroom or I don't know, but he showed me something. There's like windows up here. It's like I want to say a house from like the 70s or 80s or whatever, but the windows are square and long and they're kind of up, and there's like doors over here. Okay, so they're like light brownish tan doors. But yeah, he's wherever that is. It's really bright and sunny in this room. So I don't know what that is. Yeah, love, he's around all the time. So he showed me that room, and he showed me somebody talking to him. Like mumbling or talking under their breath or something like that, but talking to him. So whoever that is, he hears them talking. He hears you talking. He hears them talking. So yeah, he's around all the time. Just working. It's funny. He's very matter of fact with it. When I say he's around all the time, just working, that's what I hear. It's really funny. So yeah, love, he's around all the time. I can't wait to like nerd down the rabbit hole on these trees. You have no idea. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Has he been gone a while? Miss Lorianne, are you here? You are so welcome, Nani, honey. So, just so you know, if you talk to him, he does hear. He may not always respond, but he hears. Gotcha. What's up, Vixen? Hi, Lori Lou. Aww. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but well, I hope that I helped. I hope that I helped, Nani. Aw, I'm so glad. That makes me super happy. I'm really glad. I heard don't cry. Would he get on to you guys if you were crying? that's really funny. That's really funny. Okay. I gotta get my ass in gear here. All right. That's so funny. Well, when I see you, then I will totally give you that hug, sweet pea. I promise. Oh, it's really funny because whenever I heard "Don't Cry." Alrighty. So the background noise is a meditation on YouTube that's got some shamanic drums in it. Woo! Yeah, that was 4. All right, Miss Lori. What did you change on the shelf? What did you change on the shelf? That white shelf we talked about. What changed? I say white shelf. He's showing me a white shelf. The white shelf by the window. Yeah. What changed on the shelf? Did you do some rearranging this weekend? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, hold on. Okay, so... Okay. All right. He just showed me like all kinds of stuff like boom, 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 boom. That's why I was like, woo, hang on. Because I saw something changing on the shelf. Then I saw like, I don't know if it's sliding glass doors or something right here. Big, huge window. And then I saw like, okay, so it's brick. It's almost like the base of a fireplace. Hello in Hawaii. I would say this is absolutely your grandpa, but he showed me like these bricks. It's like the bottom of a fireplace, but I don't know that it's a fireplace because it's really long, but the bricks are gray. I mean, he's showing me these things like he was overwhelming me from it. So I was like, whoa, hang on. So with the moving stuff around, okay, so when you rearrange some things, or maybe it's not your grandpa. You'll have to remind me. Maybe it's not your grandpa, but it's the one with the clock. He pops up every time I do a reading for you. I just want you to know. Any single time. Okay. So that makes sense because I was like, I don't know what this is. Okay. Your dad. Okay. That's why I was like, remind me who this is because every time I do a reading for you, I see that blue clock every single time. As soon as I start pulling cards for you, blue clock. It's kind of like, all right, let's go. It's really funny. That's how I know, like when I see that clock, it's kind of like, all right, let's go. It's really funny. So with this rock, those stones or bricks or whatever, he keeps showing him to, he showed me them again, but it's like where they come down like this. I'm looking at them and I'm standing where they're on my right side. And the dirt or whatever this is really dark right here. I don't understand why that's important, but I don't understand. Maybe you understand. I don't know. I don't understand. But he's showing me like the dirt is super dark right there. So I don't know if you've put potting soil down or if you put some kind of peat. I don't know what it is. Does that make sense? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. So I will say that whenever I asked like what you moved around on the shelf, it wasn't because, okay, so that makes sense because it looks black. That's why I was like, I don't know what this is. Is that something he would have told you to do? So when you moved these things around, it wasn't like, okay, it wasn't like I was getting on to you when I said that or whatever. It was excitement. It was excitement of moving things around. Has it been a while since you've changed things around there? Like on that space? Because whatever it was, it's like, whew. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, he's showing me, it's like a little shadow. Or, okay. Did you see his shadow? Because what he's showing me is that spot, or maybe you need to pay attention when you're out there working, because he's showing me that spot with that dark dirt right there. And it's almost like I'm sitting there watching, like I'm sitting there looking at it. Okay. Well, when you're out there, I would look at it, because it's like I'm kneeling in the dirt. Okay. Because this is what I just saw. I'm sitting there kneeling in the dirt or squatting down on something right there. And it's almost like like on the shadows of the bricks, it's almost like I thought I saw someone behind me. It's weird. So I'm assuming that's like maybe the light was behind you or something, but literally I thought I saw a shadow go on the brick and I went to turn my head. Okay. Well, I would say you totally did because it was very specific. That was very specific what he showed me. So I would pay attention when you're out there. You absolutely need to be gardening this year, because that's, okay. Okay. Because that's a connection. That's his connection right now. For some reason, I feel like I can't talk. Like he's not communicating well lately. Have you not been hearing from him? It's so weird. It's almost like my voice box is gone. I don't understand that. Because it's like I feel him trying to talk and nothing comes out. So did you used to feel him talk to him stuff and then it just stopped? I mean, that's the only way I can explain it. Okay. Something's holding him back from communicating, and I don't understand what it is. I don't understand what it is, but he's literally there all the time. I mean, like I said, every time I pull cards for you or anything, I see the clock. Like, I know he's there when I see the clock. But it's something that's keeping him from communicating. But that way. Is that like in the normal way he used to, I guess, if that makes sense. Something is keeping him from doing that. So he's doing it in other ways. So that's why whatever this rearrangement was that you did, it's excitement. Like it put some excitement in there. What's funny is you said you hadn't been gardening in a while, and he did pull the Earth Keeper upside down. So you need to be gardening. And it's like he's out there with you when you're gardening, just so you know. He's out there with you. Okay. Interesting. So has she been gone a while? Or not very long? Because he's there by himself. So I don't know if she just hasn't come back to visit yet, or she hasn't processed what she needs to process. I don't know. But he's there all the time. Like, he's there all the time. But he's... Okay. Yeah, he's not there. Or she's not there. He's by himself. So yeah, he's by himself. But it's not in a bad way. I don't know, does that make sense? It's like she's not there yet, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, he's not sad. He's not lonely. So I think it's just that he knows she's going to be back. It's just like waiting for her to come back. So I have a feeling that it's just going to bombard you one day. So she's probably still processing something. She's still doing something. So I wouldn't stress too much about it, sweetheart. I wouldn't, because he's not stressed about it. It's just like, oh, it'll be there. So yeah. So I wouldn't stress too much. Thank you, Patty, honey. But know that he is there all the time. All the time. Who has the pink dress? Who has the pink dress? I saw a pink princess dress. Like twirling around. Yeah, don't stress. She's doing something. Because it's almost like she went to the store and he's just waiting for her to come back. With the corgi butt. Y'all crack me up. I know. Y'all know I love the corgi butt. Okay, good. Because he was showing me this cute ass little pink dress. So just know that he saw it. So there you go. It's almost like I'm spying on y'all's lives. Funny and not funny. All right, Miss Lauren. I mean, it's really awesome. It's really awesome. He's a sweet guy. He's a really sweet guy. So I guess just whenever I read for you, whenever I talk to you, I'll just be like, all right, there's the clock. So, yeah, I think it's really funny. Oh, thank you for the lights. All right, Miss Lauren. So Lauren, Cassie, Sammy, Victoria, Julie, and Catherine. And then we'll go on about the rest of my list. Oh. Well, I'm glad I get to meet him. I'm glad I get to meet him. Thank you guys with the corgi butts. I'm going to have to go turn my damn air conditioner on. I'm having a hot flash. I'm going to die. Hot flashes are stupid. They are stupid. I'm just telling y'all. They're stupid. If you guys are too young to have hot flashes, just know it's dumb. It's completely dumb. And if you guys have had hot flashes, you know what I'm talking about. It's like suddenly you broke out in a sweat and you're like, all right, cool, gonna die. Cool. Thank you, Rob, honey. I do deity readings. Yes, you can totally book one on my site. See, I knew some of y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Stop it. All right, Miss Lauren. Okay. So, Miss Lauren. This gentleman here, he pulled some interesting cards. He pulled a whole bunch of things about being incomplete, about something being incomplete. And in being incomplete, okay, I don't understand this. So it's a whole bunch of things not being finished. So I don't know if he left things unfinished or what. But there's a whole bunch of things unfinished, incomplete. And it's like there's good things that have been hidden. And it's kind of this feeling of like, it's not so much not fair. It's just sadness that I didn't get to finish these things. And what's funny is I feel like some of it's with people. I mean, we all have stuff with people that we didn't get to finish. Thank you, Miss Teresa. But this is like physical things that he didn't get to finish, whether it's a project or a car or something. So, Miss Peace Frog, I'm only on number 5. So I'm going to try to pick it up a little bit. What sucks is that when I can't see the comments, when you guys aren't able to comment and say yes or no, that's what's holding me back. So in particular, I don't know what this, these projects are. But there's one in particular that he's really sad he didn't get to finish. And I have a feeling that part of it is still there. So I'm just curious if this is resonating, because that's what he keeps going to, is these projects and not having them finished. And I feel like it is something mechanical. I keep wanting to say a car, but that doesn't quite feel right. So I'm kind of waiting for you to tell me if this is resonating or not. Okay. All right. So let me dig a little further then. With him in particular, so he's really quiet. Was really quiet in life. Let me say it that way. He's still quiet now, but he's really quiet. But when I say quiet, I don't mean like doesn't want to talk. He's just quiet in that just didn't talk a lot. But he's also just a really gentle, nice dude. He's just a nice guy. Okay. So I don't feel like he's very old. I don't feel like he's very old. And I don't think this is age-wise, but it's like there's something in 30s. Something 30. And I don't understand that. So I'm just saying like what I'm seeing, hearing, or whatever. So just let me know, guys, when I'm saying these things, if you could just say, yes or whatever, so that way I know. So what I'm curious about is he kind of comes in and out with you. He comes in and out. It's like he kind of comes in and he's there for a little bit, and then he goes out and does something else. He has several people he visits, and he comes in and he goes out. It's a cycle. Like he literally has a cycle. So I feel like there's a couple, 3 or 4 days every month or so that you feel like there's something in your house, and then it goes away. And then it comes back. And then it goes away. And it's just, I keep seeing this cycle. There's 6 of you that he's around. So there's you and 5 other people that he's around. Like I had to sit and count how many stops he makes. Because so like you're here, and then he shows me someone here, and they're kind of spaced out, and then boom, boom. But this person over here is like way far away from everybody else. These 2 back here are really close together. You're here, and then there's 2 here. These 3 are kind of the same distance apart. These 2 are right together, and then this one's like way over there. And what he shows me is like this very tall, thin shadow. And when I say tall, I mean to me it's tall. It's like 6 foot, 6'2". But he's really thin when he's visiting. That's weird, okay. So this quiet aspect, it's like he visits and he tries to not be overwhelming. He's just checking up. He's just checking up. So he's not showing me a lot of super specific things. So it's back to that circle. Here's what I'm curious about. I don't feel like he's very old. I feel like he's probably in his maybe late 40s, early 50s. I don't feel like you knew him very well either. But he's attached to you somehow, family-wise. Because the ties that I see between all of you, between you six, it's like this kind of pearly filament in between all of you. And that's what he just goes along. You guys are all tied family-wise somehow. But like I said, I don't, and he's by himself. So I don't really, he either really isolated himself or he didn't really have a family. Like, didn't have kids or something like that. Because when I see him, he's just him. That's it. It's just him. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, because it's very interesting. He's also very particular. Like, things have to be a certain way. So now what I'm kind of curious is, four, six, five. I don't remember which yawn we're at. Five. Well, that's what I was going to ask. Did you have an uncle that passed away when you were younger? Because I don't feel like he just wasn't close to hardly anybody. But like I said, he has 6 of you that he checks on in this circle. And one of you guys lives really far away from the others. Like, you live a pretty good distance from these two. There's you, and then these two are semi-close. And then these two are super close, and then this one is way out there. He keeps showing me those points. And he goes like that. He goes counterclockwise. They keep showing me those points. And then he shows me a bright, bright metallic blue. Like super bright sky blue, metallic blue. And I would say this has got to be paint. Oh, okay. Did he live by himself? Like, did he not have kids or anything? What's up with the blue? I don't... It's a beautiful blue. It's super, super pretty. Do you have a family member that lives really far away? Like, just one. They're just way out there by themselves. Like, these kind of live semi-close to you, but that one's, like, way out there. So, with him... Did he... It's interesting, like, when I'm watching that filament, watching him travel along the filament, I swear he's on a motorcycle. It's really funny. But it's interesting. Okay. Okay. So was he by himself when, like, you said your aunt passed? Was he pretty much by himself? Like, kids, things like that, you know what I mean? Because it's very lonely. It's very lonely. So the motorcycle makes sense then. Was it black? Because what I saw was him going from whoever this is way out here to you. And it's like a motorcycle. And it's black, and it's like... I'm seeing it from far off. But I mean, I see the road, and it's like... I want to say... I don't know. It's kind of tan. Like really light white tan. So I don't know if this is like rocks or if it's sand, or I don't understand what it is because I'm seeing it from kind of far off. Like if I was standing back from the highway looking about 20 yards away, like that's where I'm seeing it. It's weird. But it's kind of a... Yeah, I mean, the bike he showed me was black. But... So... He's around you. He just comes and checks on you. And then he checks on these two. Checks on these two. He checks way out there. Like, he literally just checks. He's real quiet. Like, he just comes in. He stays for a couple days. Checks on everything. It's like he has something at each place that he checks on to make sure everything's good. And then he leaves. It's really funny. It's almost like punching a time clock and staying there for a little bit and then leaving. So, the next time you feel something in your house, you feel that presence, I would say hi to him. I literally would. I would say hi to him. Because it's really a lonely feeling. Like the feeling I get in the pit of my stomach and stuff. It's almost like being the only person on earth. That kind of feeling. Or the only one that no one can see, I guess. Because he sees everybody. He's around everybody. He checks on you guys. But at the same time, it's like he doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't have any... Yeah. It's just like seeing everybody, but they can't see you. There was 7. But I would totally talk to him and just say hi whenever you feel that presence in your house. Because I have a feeling that acknowledging him, talking to him a little bit would help tremendously. But yeah, he's on a... It's weird. It's weird. I mean, he literally has... It's like a clock. It's literally like a clock that he goes to. He spends the same amount of time at each of y'all's house. And there's something at each of y'all's houses that he checks on, and he just makes sure it's okay, and then... So, yeah. So, yeah. Well... Yeah. Well, Miss Lauren. Patty, do you know Lauren? But, yeah, I would say hi to him, Miss Lauren, because he's there all the time. He's there all the time. So, yeah. And he's just fixing things. It's interesting. And nothing's broken. Well, okay, so fixing is not the right word. Maintaining it. Whatever this thing is between all of you guys, he's just maintaining it. So if you have like your brother, like you said, your brother lives pretty far off, I would ask him if he's felt random things in his house, or if he's felt like something was there and then it leaves. I would kind of mention to family, like, oh, it's so weird. I swear I felt like blah, blah, blah. Something was in my house and then it left, There's a ghost in there or something. You know what I mean? Even if you need to do it jokingly and see what they say. Because like I said, there are 6 of you all together that he, like clockwork. It's like his job. It's like his job. You're welcome, love. All right, Miss Cassie. So, I am going to take a pee break real quick, Miss Cassie. Yeah, I would totally ask. I would ask. So, I'm going to take a pee break real quick, and I'll be right back, guys. I have Cassie, Sammy, Victoria, Julie, and Catherine. And then we'll get on to everybody else. So, yeah. So, I will be right back. I've been drinking water all day like a good girl. So, I'll be right back. And I turned the AC on so I won't melt. All right. You like my ladies back there? So that one and that one are my Greek water bearers. I totally picked them up at a garage sale for $5. I had to have them. I had to have them. All right, Miss Cassie, are you ready, love? I have all kinds of stuff back there behind me too. So I have my beautiful girl that I got in Atlanta. She glows in the dark. And then I have Mr. Baron Samedi here. I have like alligator jaw. I have my wonderful voodoo doll right here. And another one right there. All the goodies. All the goodies. I know, right? As soon as she said $5, I was like, mine. They're heavy as fuck too. They're really cool. All right, Miss Cassie, are you here? Woo. Yeah, I almost ran to the car with them. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, make sure you listen for your name so that way it doesn't hold up too much. Because I am not going fast tonight, and I don't know why. So I'm going to eat my goldfish. So I have Cassie Brokaw, Sammy Stewart. Thank you, Rob, honey. Victoria Faust, Julie Tibbs, and Catherine Mazzell are my next ones on here. So who all's here, loves? So you can watch me eat goldfish crackers. Well, there's Miss Victoria and Miss Kathy. Okay. Julie. Sammy. Gotcha. So, Miss Cassie, are you here? Well, Miss Sammy, we'll go on to you. And then if Cassie pops in, I will put her in the loop. Okay, I got you, lady. It's funny. She pulled a card that would make me think this was a male. And I was like, yeah, I see you. I know you're not a dude. And it was like funny. Because then immediately the two cards that pulled out were super strong feminine cards. So I'm like, I see you. I see you. So this is somebody that was very balanced with their masculine and their feminine side. So they could easily be super masculine. Oh, okay, I gotcha. They could easily be really hardcore super masculine, or they could be super feminine when they needed to. And then she pulled some ancestor cards. So this is somebody very, very connected ancestrally. Connected to you ancestrally. And also, woo, she did a lot of things that she was taught when she was younger. Okay. Okay. Very strong-willed. And just like really, really Okay. Very wonderful to be around. Like, very warm unless... Oh, okay. All right, I'm curious. So, just yes or no. Because the things that are popping up are... Sorry, I had a candle doing something weird over there. The things that are popping up are very folk tradition. I don't think that they're really Native American, but they're more American. They're American folk magic. They're like... I'm just trying to figure out the right word because it's not Southern. It's not Northern. It's kind of like middle. But there were specific things that she did all the time. There were specific what the hell? Okay. So when I was talking about specific things, I saw a towel, like a dish towel, and I don't know if it's on the handle of the stove or by the sink. I don't know what it is, but she showed me like draping this towel over. So that to me signified somebody that took care of everybody else and then hung up the towel like, okay, I'm done. But done in a good way, like exhausted done. So that tells me she took care of everybody right up to the point she passed away. She also shows me a lot of angel symbolatry, a lot of wings. White feathers. Okay. I did not mean to spit goldfish cracker. So she visits you in those forms. Like she sends you either angelic symbols, wings, or white feathers. So I'm curious if you've seen those things. Like there's so much bird stuff here. Like I don't want to go any further until I know that if this is resonating or not, love. Feathers, okay. You see wings all the time? So here's the thing with feathers, guys. Every different color feather means something different. So if you have somebody that communicates with feathers, if they're sending feathers to you, pay attention to what color they are. So does the other aspect resonate with the, because I got, again, that dish towel of, okay, of taking care of everybody. She's older. She's older. So I don't know if this is your grandmother or what. She also has really, really interesting eyes. Thank you, love. She has really interesting eyes. Do you... So then this makes me ask this. Do you feel like somebody is watching you a lot? Almost like watching and judging in a way, but not. I don't know how else to explain that. Okay. It's like it gets uncomfortable, and then when you notice it or you say something about it, it stops. It's weird. So, okay. So with the eyes and with feeling watched all the time, it's for a reason. So I want to ask this question, and I'm asking it as I'm laughing because it's kind of funny. It's like, are you doing something she wouldn't have approved of right now? I don't know what it is, but it's so funny. It's kind of like something that she wouldn't have approved of, but at the same time, when you acknowledge that you're being watched or that something's going on, it's like, oh, I'm not watching. It's like that. Like, I'm not watching. It's really funny. Okay. Because here's the thing. She's very stubborn. Well, she's just private. Thank you for the flowers, love. Thank you. It's not even so much flowers. It's not even so much stubborn as that she's just private. She's not a big sharer. Because she wants to share like those specific things, but she doesn't want to share much else. She almost wants to tell me some of these practices, but not quite. Okay, that makes sense then, because I'm like, I don't understand why I'm seeing a dish towel. Because it's like being hung a certain way. The one she showed me was white, and I don't know if it has yellow flowers on it or a yellow pattern. I don't know what it is. But like she's very, very, like when she showed it to me, it was put on there meticulously. Like mine are just barely thrown and stuck up there. Like I kind of feel like I should go fix it now. But yeah. It was just weird. I've never seen somebody hang up a dish towel before. Did she really take care of everybody? Like cooking, cleaning, making sure y'all were okay, whatever. Hi, Lorenzo. How are you? Okay. So, with her in particular, she's protective of you. She's very protective. That's why she's watching. That's why you feel like she's watching all the time. Yeah. It's almost like she's worried about you, but I don't know. So, she's very, very overprotective in a way of you. And I don't know why. Maybe you do. But it's like that's what I was supposed to tell you, was about her being protective and watching. So I don't know if there's been some times lately that you felt like you weren't protected, or some times where you felt like no one was there. But and whatever's going on with you right now, she was kind of going in and out for a while, but right now she's always there. She's always there. So don't ever feel like you're by yourself. Don't ever feel like you don't have anybody. You know what I mean? Because she's literally always there. I don't know what you're going through right now, sweetheart, but she's trying to do whatever she can to take care of you. So I don't know if that makes sense or not. I like meeting all y'all's people. Oh, that made it cool shiny. All right, Miss Victoria, you ready? Hello in California. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, it's like nope, it needs to be these. Okay. So yeah, you're not alone, sweet pea. Just know that. You are absolutely not alone. All right, Miss Victoria. So the first card this one pulled is the Beloved card. In fact, flung it out, threw it at me. I had to go get it. So much red. Okay, okay, okay. So, what's funny with him? Aww. So, what's funny with him, Victoria, is there's so much red here, but it's also a pretty even kill between it's not the way to word it, because I almost said between masculine and feminine, but it's not. It's like, and I don't want to offend him by saying this, he wasn't like that crazy alpha male. He was very, there we go. Better way to say it. But he kind of was a little bit of a loner too. I don't think he had a lot of friends, but he didn't really change who he was all. I see him like flying under the radar. Everybody else is up here and he's just kind of doing his own thing. He likes red. I don't, because when I did that, when I said like everybody else is up here, it's like this big red swatch and he's this white swatch down here. And everybody's like, ah, and he's just like, well, everybody's crazy. He's just doing his thing. So the Beloved card is interesting to me because that's somebody that really, really loved you dearly, that you loved dearly as well. The red is interesting. So does the red resonate? Because it's not, it's like several shades of red, but it's mainly like a deeper red. Yeah, the color that I'm seeing, it's like a maroony color, like a deep red. Okay. So there's like a really, really deep sadness in here. It's like a ball. It sits like right here. It is. It's like a big black ball. What is that? Okay. Like I can literally feel it in the pit of my stomach. So with him in particular, I almost feel like, let me say that differently. Is this somebody that you had like a relationship with? Love, do you think holding back a gift when you could connect somebody with somebody that they missed is correct? I'm just saying. Okay. That's what I'm not understanding. Because this person really worships you. Like really, really. Okay. That's why I couldn't understand. You know what I mean? I couldn't understand. Because usually when it's something with a relationship, I see things that make me think it's a relationship. But I wasn't seeing that. But at the same time, I'm not seeing other things that I would see with something like that. This is somebody that's like super devoted to you. So and again with the red, is red your favorite color? Like, I don't understand the red, but he keeps showing me red. And it's not anything in particular, it's just a color. So here's the thing too, red is an action color. So I don't know if that means that there's something you're trying to make a decision on and you're not doing it, or there's something that he would have pushed you to do. I don't know. So was he always pushing you to do something specific and maybe you didn't do it? Because what I'm feeling like is this is like a push to get you to do something. And I don't mean like in a bad way. You know what I mean? So, okay. So one of the cards that he pulled is understanding upside down. He also has transformation upside down. There's something that needs to shift. And I don't think that it's like it's stuck. Not with him. He's not stuck. So don't take it that way, okay? There's something that has to shift and it's stuck. So that's why I asked about if there was something that you needed to make a decision on and you haven't made that decision yet or whatever. Because he's really specific on that. He just showed me like a gold braided cord. It's almost like one of the military things that goes like that, but it's not. It's just a gold braided cord. I don't know if that resonates or if that makes sense to you. Okay, so that made sense to you? Because I was like, I don't understand that. But I saw the gold braided cord. Okay. Okay, all right. So then that was confirmation. Okay, gotcha. Okay, because I was like, that's what it seems like, but I was just seeing the cord. I wasn't seeing anything else. So okay, well then that was confirmation. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Well, whatever this transformation is, whatever this decision is, it has to do... Strike those last 3 words there. Whatever this decision is that you're going to have to make, that you need, whatever. Do you hear things in your right ear? Because I heard and kind of felt someone whispering right here. You know how like my hair's sticking up right here where you can feel it and you just kind of do that? But it's almost like somebody whispering in my ear. Because with this decision, he's trying to help you with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if you either hear something or somebody whispering in your right ear, or if you have that weird where your hearing goes out in one ear or something like that. But yeah. He's literally like right here. But he's very secretive about it, which is why I asked if you heard things in your right ear. But he's trying to help with all of that. And whatever it is, when you have to make this decision, pay attention to whatever's red. I mean, physically red. because he's very adamant about this color. Okay, gotcha. Well, I would pay attention to the things going on around you, sweetheart, because he's literally sending you all kinds of signs. And, I mean, like I said, the red itself is an action color. It's an action color. It's a color of all or nothing, of yes or no, of moving forward, of not being stagnant. So, I would kind of pay attention to that, love. So, yeah. But just know that he's there all the time, right now. Because it feels like whatever it is, it needs to happen. So, the decision needs to be made. So, yeah. And I'm glad you knew what the gold cord was, because I was like, I don't understand why is this on a gold cord. But I equate it to military, but not everybody does. So I'm glad you were like, yes. So, okay, good. Yes. Well, good. I'm so glad, love. Well, just know that he's trying to help you make whatever this decision is, and pay attention to the red signs. Well, I get the feeling he's kind of closed off a little bit. He doesn't communicate very well. He doesn't communicate very well. But that could be the ranger aspect there, the airborne part. So, you're so welcome, sweetheart. So, Miss Julie, you ready? What's playing in the background is by Mimmer's Well, M-I-M-I-R apostrophe S, and then Well, W-E-L-L. It is the Akashic Records Higher Self Shaman Drums Meditation. So, that is what is playing back there. All right, Miss Julie, you ready? You're welcome. I'm not really too keen on the visual for it. It's kind of creepy. Like, I wouldn't want to watch that while I was meditating, but yeah. I do private readings. If you guys would ever like to book a private reading with me, all you have to do is go to my site and you can Oh, I'm glad, girl. I'm so glad I could connect you with your dad. I am pretty busy. So I will tell you guys, I only book a couple days a week, but if you ever need a different time, please message and I'll try to fit you in where we can, okay? So yeah. Aww. Well, I'm glad I could connect you guys. Woo. Miss Julie. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that you got to talk to them. And Oils, that's funny. That's funny. Miss Julie, whoever this lady is, there's like some badass boss energy here. She pulled like Kali the Destruction card. She pulled the Rest card upside down. And she pulled the Ghost Dance upside down. Like, it's all of this, it's funny. Like, in your face energy. And then I saw a white car. Okay. I knew that yawn was coming. Always on the go. Like, zoom, 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 zoom. Always on the go. I'm glad you knew with those things right off the bat, because I was like, okay, you're not giving me a lot to work with here. And then I saw the white car zoom by, and I'm like, okay, all right then. Did she have a white car? Thank you, La. I don't know which one. Thank you. Okay. Man, she's like, you didn't, if she told you to do something, you did it. Okay. So, what I'm curious about with her, okay. Oh, that's awesome. Were you speeding? Because when she showed it to me, it zoomed by. Like zoomed by. I assume she would have got onto you for that. Why do you feel like she's not there? Has she been distant lately? I guess that's what I heard. It was distant lately or something. So, okay. Okay. Because it was weird. It was just kind of like, I'm still there, but not in the same sense. And then she showed me, okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's crocheted or if it's a quilt or if it's but she showed me this flower. It almost looks like a mandala, but it's not. It looks like something crocheted or quilted, but it's pink, like bright, like deeper pink. I don't understand. I don't understand what that is. Maybe you do. It's on something white. Okay, so do you have one with flowers on it? I assume that's what reminds you of her, is those quilts. Okay. I don't know. It looked like a flower. Maybe it's that kind of starburst design that I'm seeing. That was one my grandma loved to do, was that one with, it had like the big, almost starburst look. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. Ooh, velvet patchwork. Oh my God, I'll bet that is so beautiful. Well, just know that whenever you need a hug, that's what those are for. Like, she's there all the time. She's around all the time. What's funny is when I said she's around all the time, it's like I saw her walking around just piddling with little stuff. It's really funny. Just like piddling here, and then piddling over here, and then piddling over here. It's really funny. Aw. Yeah, she piddles all through your house all the time. Little bowls over here, and then this over here. And then it's like she has this set path that she goes to. It's really funny. You have pictures of her? See, Sasshole reminded me. I meant to talk about that earlier. If you guys haven't gone and commented, okay. If you guys haven't gone and commented on and watched the video there on my page, There's one pinned at the top that when I reach 175,000 followers, I'll be giving away that cloak. If you want to win it, you got to make sure that you comment on that, share it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I see her piddling with something silver, a silver frame. So I don't know what that is. But it's like a squared silver frame. It's really cool. Like the frame, I would say, is probably about that thick. That wide. Not thick, wide. I'm not complaining. I like cats, but I don't know. That was interesting. Okay. Did she have a cat? Miss Julie? Oh, okay. That is hilarious. Val, the good time gal. I like her already. That's awesome as hell. I was hoping it was her so I could tell her to take the cat with her. Well, have you just been missing her a lot today? Or I don't understand. Like, it's like she doesn't understand either because you know she's there. It's really funny. But whatever this frame is, she piddles with it a lot. I don't know if she just loves the picture that's in it or what. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad. Well, there you go. She's a really sweet lady. Miss Kathy, you ready? Yeah, it was just interesting. I looked down and I saw a black tail and I'm like, I don't have a black dog or I don't have a black cat. So, yeah, it caught my eye like out of the corner of my eye. Weird shit happens at my house during these readings. I'm just saying. This one was like a sleek black tail. All right, Miss Kathy. Oh, I knew it was coming. Woo! Knew it was coming. All right. So, make sure you guys follow my top followers up there. They're awesome. Oh, thank you, Julie. I love me the jellyfish there. Make sure you go follow Julie there. So, Kathy, this lady's like really, really secretive. This is weird. I just saw. So when I said she's really secretive, it's like I saw her peek out from behind a door, and it's a white door, and it has one of those ornate, like, oval glass pieces in the middle. Lord. What is... Okay, first, before I say anything else, does the door make sense, Kathy? Thank you, love, for the butterflies. Okay. Is it on this same damn porch that I see all the time? Like, I'm just going to pull up a rocking chair on the porch at this point. No, okay. All right. Because I was like, oh my God, I swear if I'm on the porch again. Okay, I'm glad the door makes sense. So with her, like I saw her kind of peek out from behind the door. she's really hiding from something right now, and I don't know why. Not hiding may not be the right word. Withdrawing. There we go. She's withdrawing from a situation right now. And I don't understand why. Because it's her. She is self-imposing. She is withdrawing from a situation. Or from the situation. Let me say it that way. Okay. All right. Because it's funny, like when I saw her, so I saw her from, here's the door, and she was peeking around the door. And then as soon as you said that you knew what the door was, I saw the door open, and then suddenly I'm outside the door. And when I walk in, I watch her go back like this, like way back over here. And so that's why I said, okay, she's withdrawing. There's some conflict going on that she just doesn't want to be a part of. Okay. Is she a shorter lady? I have the feeling I would offend her if I said something about her that she didn't appreciate. But she's kind of shocked by me. She's kind of shocked by me. Have you ever had a reading where she came through before? Because I don't know what it is, but she's shocked by me. Okay. It's really funny. So no, you haven't had a reading where she came through before? Okay, gotcha. Because what's funny is when I try to communicate with her, she kind of goes like this. Like, it's funny. So, here's what I'm curious about. Because I keep seeing this room where the door is. I keep seeing this room. And it's I want to say dark wood. There's a lot of dark stuff. Not bad dark, but like color-wise. There's dark wood and stuff like that. In this house, like I can't make out much of what is where. But she's there. She's there in that house. Did she... I feel like she either didn't leave a lot. Thank you, love, for the flowers. Or that was just her happy place. I kind of feel like it's both. Was she kind of a homebody? And then I want to know, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to know if you still have access to this house. Oh, and here comes the storms. I'm getting all the storm notifications. Okay. Because there's something, okay, so when you walk in the door, like it's almost like she wants me to follow her. So let me just describe when you go in the door, she's behind the door and then she goes to the left. So I'm like backwards from where you guys are. But so when you walk in the door, she goes to the left over here and disappears into a room right there. And so it's something in that room. I don't know if that's a dining room or I don't know what that is right there. She goes in that room. Every time. Right there. So there's something in that room that's important to you right now. Or is important for you right now. Okay, so you know what room I'm talking about? because it's every single time. She literally, like, if I'm coming in the door, I only take like a step or two, and she literally turns and she goes straight that way to that room, and then just disappears in the room. And so, but it's like adamant, like straight to that room. So that's why I'm like, there's something in there that's really important. Okay. It's funny, everything that I see in there, I'm taking it more symbolically color-wise because it's not a lot of detail. Whereas if it's something she wanted me to describe to you, it'd be a lot of detail. But everything around her is... She sold it? Okay. Everything around her, it's like darker colored, but she has on white. Like she has on a white blouse. Like everything is or isn't. Black or white, like that. But the stuff around her is like dark cherry wood and dark, you know what I mean? Like dark colors like that. So I don't know what's in that room, what's important, but that room is important. What is that room? Is that like the kitchen, dining? Like what is that room? Because it's important. Living room. Okay. Did she spend a lot of time in there? Like, I'm trying to figure out why the room is important. I mean, maybe it's not for me to figure out. Maybe it's for you to figure out, but it's something specific with that room. Okay. Okay. So it's something specific with that room. So if you have access to the house, you might go look. If you have something that was in that room, you might... I don't know. It's something that was in that room that's important for you right now. So she's really quiet. Like she doesn't really want to talk to me much. It's funny. I think she's kind of shocked. I think she's kind of shocked, especially when I started to come in the door, because she opened the door for me. So when I started to come in, I think she's kind of shocked. She just kind of keeps to herself there. She just kind of keeps to herself. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that that's kind of resonating and making sense with you, because it's one of those things I don't really feel like it's for me to know. So that's why she's just kind of disappearing into there. She's just showing me, so I'll tell you this is where she keeps going. And then whatever it is, you can find it. You know what I mean? Because she's yeah. She is was she like a really quiet, sweet lady? Aww. Because right now she's just very quiet, soft-spoken. Okay. She has a really calming energy. Like she has a super calming energy. Now that we've got past the part. Aw, okay. I can feel that because when she peeked around the door at first, it's like she almost appeared to me to be like a little kid, like hiding from something. So, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay. Well, find out whatever is in this room, Kathy. Good. Gotcha. The door. Like, she's really sweet. She's a really sweet lady. Well, let me see here. I'm going to warn you guys right now. that I'm already watching the lights flicker outside. So, I love springtime in Oklahoma. I'm glad I wasn't on the porch anymore. I was like, man, if I turn around, if this door is on the porch and I'm back on that fucking, like, I'm not gonna lie, Kathy, because I'm starting to get comfortable on the porch. I would have just sat in the fucking rocking chair and just sat there. I'm just gonna say. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just saying. That's so funny. So, if you guys would like to be on the list, Travis, are you here? If you guys would like to be on the list, I do prepaids for every live event that I do. They're on my website, so feel free to go nerd around there. So, I have Travis and Karen. There he is. So, Travis, Karen, Holly, Sharon. Travis, Karen, Holly, Sharon. That kind of rhymes. Danielle, Marissa, and Derek. Hey, Daphne Pooh. And the corgi butt. And the ice cream. Thank you, Daphne. Thank you, Kathy. Aw. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Miss Andrea. I try. Ooh, Travis, you got an interesting one. All right. So you got an interesting guy here, Travis. Thank you, love. I looked up just in time to see that. So this guy in particular, Travis, it's so funny because he had this interesting, the way he started his life is the way he is now, and I'll explain that in a minute, but it's kind of like this, like that, okay? So the way he started his life was completely out of control, where he felt like he didn't have a lot of control over anything at all with his life. Didn't have a lot of faith in where he was going, didn't have a lot of pride, didn't have a good outlook at all. And then turned that into having an amazing amount of bravery and pride and self-discipline and personal power. Not over other people, but personal power. Like just feeling like he finally had some control. And he held that until he passed away. But now that he's gone, it's interesting. It's like he shifted back to that feeling out of control, don't have a lot of personal power, unsure of things, of where he's going next and stuff. It's weird. And that's not quite the right thing to say, the unsure of where he's going next. But he thinks it's kind of comical that he's back to that feeling. So he's much older. He's much older, and like he's showing me somebody that I would put probably in their 80s. And he has a big boisterous laugh. Oh my gosh. He has a crazy big boisterous laugh. Since I've decided to sit a weird way, I'm going to pull you guys a little closer. Yeah, he has an awesome fucking laugh. Like, it makes me want to laugh. So here's what I'm curious about. A is, do you know who this is? And then I have other questions. Thank you for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Okay. So here's my other questions. This is why I asked if this kind of was resonating a little bit. Because I get the feeling that he had a major shift in his life. So the way that he's showing me with the bravery and things like that, it would not surprise me if he was in the military. Yeah, I'm wondering if comments aren't posting because, like, I'm waiting to see comments and then there'll be nothing for a while and then blah, a whole bunch of them. I don't understand why the fuck TikTok's doing this lately. But something major shifted in his life. And so I'm just curious about the military aspect with him. Did he go into the military? Hi, Scare Bear. Okay. Because this guy in particular has a very structured, military, rigid feel. Only for a certain aspect of his life. But the thing is, him making that decision to go into the military pulled him out of what would have been a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. He was not going down a good path. So it kind of pulled him out of not being alive very long, of like really having I see you, spooky southern witch. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this lately, guys. Like, it's getting worse and worse and worse. He's decently tall. Of course, decently tall to me is different than decently tall to other people. So when I say decently tall, I would say around 6 foot. He's also a little more slender. Like, he's showing me a more slender built guy. So he's also showing me like almost snow white hair. Oh, that's my chair. And now it's not going to do it. But yeah, that's my chair squeaking. There we go. That noise. That's my chair. I'm just waiting for Travis to pop back up and tell me. So I don't know what that was, but that was interesting. Like, I looked down and watched the tail go like that. Yeah, that's my chair. Okay, so you know who this is then, Travis? Almost went wham. Y'all about got to see me put an eye out. Wouldn't that have been a great TikTok, right? You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Okay. So with him, he's I don't understand. Ooh, I don't know how many that was for y'all that are counting the yawns tonight. I don't understand because he doesn't understand. So it's like he's there. And what's funny is what he showed me was him standing in the middle and like a whole bunch of you guys. It'd be like if you were on a busy street and you just took the camera and panned it around and watched people walking around you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it does. It does sound like a cat, doesn't it? He doesn't understand why he's around all y'all right now. Like, he doesn't understand. So he's just hanging out. Like, there's no real rhyme or reason. He's literally just hanging out. But almost yawned. Yeah, he's really... It's like he's there for a reason, and he hasn't been there for a while. So, like, he was brought back for something, brought back to help with something, but he doesn't know what he's helping with. So, he's kind of like, I don't know why I'm here right now. Okay. Okay. Has it been a while since he's been gone? Okay. Because that's what I was saying. It's almost like nothing, and then suddenly he's here again, and he's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Why is this a thing? So he doesn't even know why he's back right now, why he's around helping. And he's kind of confused. I mean, like, he's confused about it. So if I were you, I would try speaking with him. I literally would try, just like, hey, I know you're here. I'll help however I can. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't know. He literally doesn't know. He doesn't know. So there's not even much more I can tell you besides that. Because he's not here to get somebody. He's not here to help with something. He's not here to move something. Like, he's just standing there watching everybody buzz around him. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Because the confusion is all I'm getting right now, is the confusion. So I would talk to him, Travis. And see if maybe you can get an answer. Did you know him very well? A little bit? Okay. Yeah, I would just talk to him. He may be around you because you're really one of the few that can talk to him, I have a feeling. But he may be more open to tell you why he's there. Because right now he's just confused. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And he's not irritated. I mean, he's just like, I don't know why y'all have me here. Like, yeah. I don't know. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I would talk to him and see if you can get him to kind of give you an answer of what's going on. Well, thank you, Miss Brandy. I appreciate that. I try. Sometimes nothing comes out. Yeah, I have a feeling that that's why he's around you. I really, really do. All right, Miss Karen, you ready? So I have Karen Wood, Holly Crowley, Sharon, Danielle, Marissa, and Derek. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's here. You're so welcome, Travis, honey. Because I know it's getting late. I know I've taken a little while to read. But some of y'all brought some hard people. Because when it storms, I usually connect like bam, 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 bam. So, yeah. Hi, love. How are you? Is Miss Holly Crowley still here? Because those that kind of had to go, I'll just message them and I'll put them on my next list. Ooh, guys, I made a new tea that I haven't got on the website yet. So the April Love Fools tea is up. It is delicious. But I've been experimenting with some powerhouse teas because I just have been. I'm tired of all the heart medicine and shit. So I'm going to do some experimenting. And I made a double mint tea that's fantastic. So yeah, it has all kinds of shit in it. There's Miss Holly. Gotcha. Okay. All right, Miss Karen. Man, this lady, she just wants to pull all the shit. She wants to pull all the shit. Ooh. All right, Karen. So, let me say this right off the bat. She sees that you are not taking the time that you need for you. Not only are you not taking the... Man! Not only are you not taking the time that you need for you, but you're not paying attention. Apparently, she is... I see now why all the information... Okay, because she was trying to bombard me with cards and stuff. Not only... Woo! I knew that yawn was coming. Not only that, but apparently she's really been bombarding you with signs. And I don't know if they're just not resonating. They're going over your head. You're not paying attention. You're too... I don't know what it is. So there's flowers everywhere. They almost look like cherry blossoms. Like little tiny white and pink flowers. Okay, so it's almost like a bush right here. So what I was shown, I get a path or a sidewalk, and there's this bush right here that has, or maybe it's a tree, maybe it's a dogwood tree. It's got little tiny white flowers on it, whatever this is. But it's right here, right next to this path, right in my face. Woo! So with her, I'm trying to get more from her, like about her. Let me say it that way. She is a go, 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 go person. Like, she doesn't sit on her butt at all. But she's super, super old soul. Even, like, stuck in a young person's body is what I heard. Super old soul stuck in a young person's body. Because she has the best... It's like she knows all the shit. She knows exactly what to say. She knows exactly what to do when something is going on. With her, she's very action-oriented, but very bubbly at the same time. She's not like that asshole person that's trying to rule everything. So, I don't think she's very old when she passed away. I don't think she's very old when she passed away. Because what she showed me was this beautiful blonde hair. And I'm watching her walk. I'm behind her and I'm watching her walk and it swishes like this. It swishes. So, is any of this resonating with you, Miss Karen? Okay. So, with her in particular, what she showed me was, okay. She doesn't want to show me her face, okay? I keep seeing her from behind. I keep seeing the hair move. I keep seeing... I'm trying to get from her if this is someone you knew or if this is a relative, because I don't think she lived past maybe her mid-30s. And I have this feeling that she kind of knew she was going to pass away. She knew from the time she was little that she wasn't going to live past like her mid-30s. She showed me walking away again, like me standing there walking behind her with the hair and these white pants. I assume they were probably her favorite pants because like she's very adamant about these fucking pants. Okay. I get the feeling that she kind of had a chronic illness. She had something that was going to make it where she knew she wasn't going to be here very long. Okay. And I have a feeling she kind of got whatever she wanted from her parents. Like she must have had this diagnosis as a kid, and they didn't expect her to live very long, so they kind of gave her whatever, did whatever. So what I'm curious about is that she doesn't want to show me her face. I don't understand. So usually when they don't want to show me their face, when they don't want to face me, it's because they're ashamed about something or because they're hiding something. And now she's showing me all kinds of colors, but she was showing me a red sports car, and then she just showed me a bright red color. So is any of that resonating? Ah! Why is it when I'm trying to scroll up and look at comments, it like, it gave me this weird thing across the screen. I'm like, what's going on right now? Okay. Did she have a red sports car? Okay, that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, does she have long blonde hair? Well, longer blonde hair. Okay. I only saw it for a second, so I couldn't even tell you what kind it was. But I just know it was red, and it was kind of a sports car. Okay, gotcha. All right, gotcha. So with her, let me ask you this. Would she have been, because the clothes she's showing me are either late 70s, early 80s. But it's not as an adult, okay? It's like, that was her favorite style, was those kind of clothes. So, did she like that kind of retro look? I gotta quit moving in my chair so much y'all are gonna think that there really is a cat here. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Because that's kind of the clothing that she keeps showing me, like these white pants or bell bottoms. So, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, what's up with the chronic illness? The issue. Okay, gotcha. So the bracelet that you wear for healing is prehnite. It's this one right here. So yeah. I am working on getting some bracelets in for you guys. I just haven't got them in yet, so they're not on the site yet. Okay. So did she have them for a long time? I mean, she's really fun to be around. She's just not wanting to show me her face. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay. So she has like, okay, that's why I'm seeing the 30s. Okay. 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 All right. Because it was weird. I was like, I don't understand why I'm seeing like 34, 35. So that's why. So, okay. All right. Maybe the reason she was showing me that way, showing me that is because that's when she feels like it changed, like it shifted. That's when she was no longer herself. Okay. So there's a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of wisdom here. Does she pop up for you a lot? Like, do you get to hear her voice or whatever a lot? Maybe it's not hear her voice. Hear her advice, I guess is a better way to put it. Hear her advice. Okay. Because I get this imagery of her giving you advice all the time. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Because, I mean, she pulled the owl card and some other things. I'm like, all right, okay. So she's trying to help you through everything. Like, she's trying to help you through everything. I don't understand, and I don't know if you understand, that tree or the bush with the blossoms on it. If that makes sense. So I don't know if it's a dogwood, if it's a cherry wood. Oh, I knew it was coming. I don't know if it's, I don't know, but it's something right here on the side of this path, because she showed it to me again with the little white flowers on it, little white blossoms, but they're I would say white with red in the middle. I don't know what tree that is. I don't know if that is the dogwood tree or what, but she's showing me that again. And I don't know if that makes sense to you. Aw, look at you guys with the 100,000 likes. Y'all are so sweet. I saw it before y'all even said anything. Okay, good. I'm glad it does. Because she showed it to me again. Okay. So it's something important. Whatever that tree is or whatever, or that bush or whatever it represents for you, it's obviously important. So I'm just letting you know. Okay. Okay. So is that where that tree is or that bush is? Is on where he's at? Oh, okay. All right. So that's why the tree is super important. I understand now. Okay. Gotcha. I would go talk to her. Okay. Is it somewhere? Is it close? Like, can you go talk to her? Okay. Yeah, I would go talk to her. It, so what I just heard when I said I would go talk to her the second time and I smiled is it's a disconnect. So you need a disconnect. So yeah, I would go talk to her and disconnect for a little bit because yeah. And I would take a voice recorder with you. I'm just saying. So have a safe drive. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm so glad I've got to connect a lot of you guys with people that you really, really miss. You haven't heard from in a while. That makes me really happy. Thank you. I love you too, girl. All right, Miss Holly Crowley. So I have Holly, and then I have Sharon. And then I have a hot flash, and then I have Danielle. And then Marissa. And then Derek. All right. So these are paid readings, guys. And my list is closed for this evening. I do these every Sunday, so I do them at 8:30. So if you're just popping in, know that I've already been reading for about 3 hours. So if you guys would like to get on my list, I do 5 prepaid spots. And then before the live, I open up my list on my website for mediumship. These are for mediumship readings. So yeah. So Miss Holly. I'm glad the AC came on. I was about to die. Ooh, okay. So first of all, apparently the message is more important than me talking about him. So there's something that's sprouting with you lately. It's sprouted and now it's growing like this humongous crazy tree. And it's literally pulling you up and pushing you toward the path you're supposed to go on. So I don't know what it is that you've kind of been really falling down the rabbit hole with or really drawn to, but it apparently is pretty damn important because it's the part that caught me first that I was told to talk about first. It's literally whatever this seed is, this sprout is, this tree that's growing. It's like all of this craziness that you've been on with like paths everywhere is like whoop right down to one. And this guy that's with you, it's funny. At first I saw him like grabbing your hand and kind of pulling you along, and now he's helping to move you up the tree. It's weird. I don't understand that, but it's like he's giving you a boost. He's giving you a boost to get up the tree. So he's been putting the things in your path right in front of you so you'll go further and further and further up the tree. And then he just showed me coveralls, blue coveralls. So so my dad had a pair like this, so I can kind of equate what they look like. They're like not the super cold weather ones, but I mean, my dad. Why did I hear diesel mechanic? I just heard diesel mechanic would wear. My dad's not a diesel mechanic. So okay, there you go. So I don't know if that is resonating with you, Holly, but the blue coveralls were really important. Holly, I'm just curious, like, where you work, are the trucks red? Okay. I don't understand the significance of red trucks, but maybe you do, or a red truck. Because that's what I was shown. I'm glad the coveralls resonated because whenever I was waiting for you to say something, it was like this anticipation. And when I read that, it was like this super happy feeling. It's really funny. So while I'm waiting for you to answer about the red truck, woo, all yawn. Woo. With him in particular, I'm going to put that ring up before I stab myself. Okay. I don't understand that part. It's like I saw the coveralls and then I saw a red truck, so I don't know. What was I just going to say? So with this tree, because I was just showing you going up the tree again. With this tree, with this path, does that make sense? Because it's like I kept seeing you like all these paths and then you like some little seed getting planted and then whoop, it just sprouted way up. So I don't understand what that means, but I was just shown like you getting a boost up the tree. Mm-hmm. I've got a flame on a candle over there just dancing away. It's awesome. So I'm just waiting for you to let me know if that resonates with you or not. Or if it makes sense, I guess I should say. Not really. Okay. I don't understand. Like he keeps... Did you used to climb trees when you were little, Holly? Like maybe I'm looking at it too metaphorically. Maybe he's literally talking about you climbing trees when you're little. I don't know. But because when I see you getting the boost up the tree, you're a little kid. But for some reason, it feels like it's something about your path. So, okay. Is there something new that you've been interested in lately? Because I'm curious if that's it. He doesn't want to show me much more aside from the blue coveralls right now. But it's funny when I try to look at him, when I try to poke a little bit, it's like, here's the coveralls. It's so funny. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't understand why he's showing me the tree then. So, that's why I was hoping maybe you'd be like, yeah, I used to climb this tree in the backyard. Or that at least, yeah, the tree resonated. That's somebody. That's funny. Gotcha. Okay. Same ones from out of here. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, here's one thing that I would say too, well, or that I can say, I guess, about him is that I don't know why this feeling is there, and maybe you understand, but that he didn't do enough, that he wasn't prosperous enough, that he didn't have enough. Maybe he didn't leave enough, I guess. Tell my computer, yes, I really took my blood pressure meds. So do you know who that is with the blue coveralls then? Because here's the thing, if you know who this is with the blue coveralls, and he keeps showing me the tree and boosting you up the tree, I would say to pay attention to new things that pop up, either when you're online, when you're on YouTube, when you're reading, when whatever. Pay attention to new things that pop up, because I saw the seed, I saw it sprout really quickly, and I saw him boosting you up the tree. And then who else is here on my list? Sharon, Danielle, Marissa, or Derek? Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Gotcha. I would pay attention, Holly, to things that pop up. I would pay attention to things that pop up. Because, yeah, he's trying to help lead you down some new path. Does he pop up a lot for you? Or has he popped up before for you, I guess I should say? Have you felt like him around? Thought about him a lot lately? All right, Miss Sharon, you ready? Well, I don't know, love. Oh, okay. Well, I don't get that you should, honey. Okay. I mean, there wasn't anything there, any resentment, anything like that. So, love, don't feel guilty, okay? So the music I've got going on does have, it sounds like somebody making a, like, echoey sound. But that's about it. All right, Miss Sharon, you ready? Woo! Some of y'all getting tattled on. You are so welcome, sweetheart. Woo. People messaging me all over at Facebook. That's awesome. You're welcome, Holly, honey. All right, Miss Sharon. So I'm just going to let you know right off the bat that yours is kind of like Karen's in a way, where you're getting tattled on. Ooh, doggy. Okay. So we're going to start there, and then we're going to work our way backwards. Apparently, there's something with you that you're not being your authentic self on lately. You're hiding behind some kind of... Not a yawn. You're hiding behind some kind of... It's like a mask, but not. I would say more like a veil. You're hiding behind something with it. But you're not being your your authentic self right now. And what's funny is I don't think it's around everybody. I think it's only around certain people, a certain group of people. So I have a hair tickling right here. This lady, she's very, very firm, very matter of fact. But at the same time, she doesn't really give a lot of advice. This is really funny. It's basically figure it out for yourself. So I don't understand this, but maybe you will. I need to quit saying I don't understand it because it's not for me to understand. I just saw, like, I would assume that it's velvet, but maybe not. Maybe it's velour or I don't know. But I just saw this really, really beautiful blue dress. Or maybe it's just a skirt. But it's a deep, 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 like, royal blue color. It's really, really rich and really beautiful. And, like, I swear if I could reach out and touch it, it would be that velvety feel. So I don't know if that dress means anything to you or the skirt means anything to you. But it's interesting that I saw that. And then I saw, and then she wanted to show me blonde hair, but it's pulled up on top of her head. I don't know, and it's very, very precise. It's very elegant looking. She definitely took a lot of pride in how she looked. Okay. She takes a lot of pride in how she looks. So, Sharon, I'm curious, if any of that's resonating. I haven't seen anything popped up. Big thunder. I haven't seen anything pop up yet. So I'm just going to keep going just because I've got to get through these last two before this storm hits here, because I already know how bad this is going to be. Like on me brain-wise, like I can feel it hitting me. So I'm like, this is not a good thing. So with her, what she was showing me is when she was younger. But, even up to, she gives me the feeling that she passed away probably in her mid to late 80s. But even up till she passed away, she still always made sure she was dressed nice. She had her makeup on. She had her hair done. Like, she made sure she looked very, very nice. Zeus, just eat the food. I don't understand why he digs on the wall. I'm like, eat the food, man. You don't have to dig for it. Just eat the food. She just showed me like this cute little pair of black loafers, and I don't know why. Apparently they're comfy. What's funny is when she showed me those, I was like, that's totally something my grandma would have worn. And slacks. She's just showing me random pieces of clothing, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. So what I'm curious about Sharon is she has a lot of, she has some very soothing, wonderful energy. Well, these are like what I would associate with like my grandma wearing. Like my grandma was like one of those ladies that was always put together really well. And she had certain brands of clothing that she liked, and she wouldn't really wear anything else. But like, because she showed me those loafers, and then she showed me these slacks, and they were kind of, I want to say like, they were really light colored, like a pale yellow, pale pink, something like that. And then she showed me these dark, dark blue slacks. And then she wanted to show me these, I don't know. It's like a sweater, but it's blue. It's blue, and it has like a black stripe across the middle, like right here somewhere. Like just random pieces of clothing. So I don't understand. That's why I was like, okay, well, let me just spit out the random pieces of clothing and maybe they'll resonate with you. But she just keeps showing me random things. Do you work in the fashion industry? Like, do you work with clothing? Or do any of those pieces of clothing ring a bell? Because they were very specific. Especially the loafers. She keeps pointing to the loafers. It's funny. She keeps pointing to the loafers. Like, she was really proud of them because they fit really well and they're comfortable. And they look cute. So, what I kind of want to know about now is, well, I get the feeling that she was older when she passed away. Like I said, like upper 80s. 86, 87. All the things here about message-wise for you. Have you been kind of hiding pathways, like spiritual pathways from people? Or have you not been... It's almost like you don't want to say it to yourself. I don't know. It's hiding it from somebody. Like you're hiding your path from somebody. But at the same time, in hiding your path from somebody or a group of people or whatever, it's like you're missing signs. You're missing people helping you, guides helping you, etc. So it's almost like feeling disconnected. And the more you miss, the more disconnected you feel. So I'm curious if that rings a bell. Okay. Have you been purposely not telling some people about trying to find your path? Because I see like a small group of them, like 3 or 4 people. Hi, love. Okay. Okay. So, you know the Follow the Yellow Brick Road song? Like Follow the Yellow Brick Road. You know that, you know what I'm talking about from I almost said Alice in Wonderland, from Wizard of Oz. What I heard her sing was, it was like Follow the Black Loafers. It's fun. I don't know why. Aw, you are so welcome, love. So apparently the black loafers are a thing because like I literally heard it sing in my head. It's really funny. Hey, love, how are you, Chris? It's really comical. Like she's pretty funny. So I don't know what that means, but they're cute little old lady black loafers. Follow the black loafers. That might have been one of the funniest things that I've told somebody in a while. Y'all's people are funny. For the most part. Some of y'all's people are dicks, but y'all's people are funny. Here's what I would do. Is your mom still around where you can ask your mom a couple questions? Thank you, Spider Boy. Because I would ask her about these loafers. And I would ask her, woo! I would ask her if she had an aunt. Okay, damn. Damn. Because I was hoping maybe that there was someone you could talk to, because this doesn't feel like someone you knew super well. It almost feels to me like a great aunt. Yes, yes. Yes. Ask about these fucking loafers. Because I saw them again. But yeah, so the slacks and stuff I'm seeing, like, this is an older lady. This is an older lady. But she doesn't really want to show me much from her waist up. It's weird. I don't get the feeling she's very tall. I don't get the feeling she's not fat. She's not skinny. She's just kind of normal lady. Like, really, just normal lady. So yeah, I would ask. So yeah. And if you're out and about and you see somebody with black loafers, pay attention. Just saying. Because they're obviously important. So, there's my 113. And there's the rain. It is absolutely pouring here right now. Lightning and thunder. You're welcome, love. All right, Miss Danielle, you ready? So Danielle, Marissa, and Derek. Woo! Like monsoon. Guys, make sure you listen for your names so that way, this is part of what's taking the longest. Because I don't want to start reading or pulling until, like, you're right here. Oh, yeah, it is, like, absolutely crazy. I love it. I love it. I am in Oklahoma. I'm in Tulsa. Well, Derek, how about if I message you here in just a little bit? Are y'all getting in Bartlesville? Yeah, from what I saw, like, that storm front moving through is pretty good size. So my grandparents, my mom, all grew up and are buried up there in Collinsville. So I'm halfway up your way a lot. Yeah, it's like a monsoon outside. I love listening to it. Like, in fact, I'm actually going to turn the music off so I can listen to it. So I want to show you guys something, because where I pause this, I want you to see how spooky this meditation is back here. Let me see if I can find it. Well, son of a bitch. I'm literally trying to turn my camera around. There we go. Yeah, that right there. I don't like it. And it's just that moving up and down her face. I don't dig it. I don't dig it at all. So, yeah, I don't dig it. So the lightning doesn't, it's the pressure. So when the storms roll through, that's what affects me really deeply. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's fucking terrifying. Like, yeah. So when the pressure rolls through, that's what affects me. So that's why I said a while ago, I was like, this is going to be fun. Because I felt it hit me in the side of the face like that. So, good times. So I guess what I will do, Derek, I will message you here in a minute. And I will message Danielle and Marissa too, and plus Cassie, since she wasn't here. So let me just reschedule y'all, and I will either put you on first on Sunday, or I will message you privately, and we'll get something something done. Oh goodness, yeah, the pressure changes here. The springtime, it fucks me up, and it fucks me up here. I don't like it. Just what it is. So, a stone. Well, right now I am hooked on several different things. I've been buying labradorite out the ass again. I love labradorite. I don't know why. I have for a very long time. So, but guys, I'm going to get off here, let you guys go to bed. And for those of you guys on my list, I will message you guys. And for those of you guys that didn't show up, who aren't listening, yeah. No, I knew my eyes were going to change. That's why I was like, yeah, I was trying to get through everything, but yeah, because that hit me in the face. When that storm rolled in, it hit me in the face. So I'm going to go take some shit and go to bed. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you later. So yeah. You're welcome, guys. Thank you for letting me meet your people. I always love Sundays and meeting all the peoples. So, all right. I love you guys. Get some rest. Bye-bye.